Darkness and the light within. Welcome to an all-new weekly Parsha Thoughts for Parshat Bo. I'm Cantor Simon Spiro from the Song Shul, and for Parshat Bo, I want to talk to you about one plague and two mitzvot, two commandments. Parshat Bo mentions the final three of the 10 plagues, each one worse than the previous. The 9th plague was called Choshech, which means darkness. During the plague of darkness, the Torah says, Lo ra'u ish et achiv u'lechol b'nei Yisrael haya or. No man could see his brother. But where the Israelites lived in Goshen, for all Israel there was light. The Kli Yakar asks, why does the Torah emphasize that they couldn't see their brother? He explains simply that darkness is not only physical, it is what happens when people are so consumed by themselves that they no longer perceive one another. That in itself becomes a plague. But the children of Israel had light because they saw one another. You see, light comes from connection. Parshat Bo also introduces the very first mitzvah, the very first commandment given to the nation after they leave slavery in Egypt. This was the mitzvah, the commandment of Kiddush HaChodesh, sanctifying each new month. The Ramban Nachmanides notes that this mitzvah teaches that the Jewish people control time by imbuing it with holiness. Even in exile, we are empowered to create renewal. Now, the second mitzvah I want to mention today is that of the Korban Pesach, the Paschal lamb, which everyone had to eat at the Seder table in one night. This also emphasizes belonging. Its blood on the doorposts of the Hebrews marked Jewish homes as sacred spaces of identity, destiny, and faith in the one God. The medieval 12th century philosopher Ibn Ezra notes that freedom begins with defining who we are. You see, the Hebrew slaves knew they were connected to one another because they were all slaves. They shared similar circumstances. But putting blood on the doorposts united them in a totally different way. Now they knew they were special, the progeny of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, protected by God, who had promised them their own land. From this, they were able to absorb the message of Geula, the message of redemption that Moses and Aaron brought from God. Parshat Bo teaches that redemption requires two inner shifts. One is seeing each other, creating light in a world of self-absorption. And two, renewing ourselves like each and every month, believing that we can change our story of life and thereby its outcome. When we choose connection and choose renewal, we bring light where the world sees only darkness. Shabbat Shalom.
This week, members of the Song Shul observe Yortzeit for the following people: Helen Zisman, Chaya, mother of Rosalind Zisman; Rebecca Strauss, Rivka Bat Yisrael Halevi, mother of Mona Strasberg; Jack Goodman, Moshe, father of Brian Goodman; Meyer Fehler, Meir, father of Ron Fehler; Philip Daniels, Pinchas, father of Risa Boardman; and Bob Cohen, husband of Sandra Cohen. May their memories be for a blessing, and may their neshamot have aliyot at this time. This week we celebrate the birthdays of these members of the Song Shul: Tamara Pollard, Lily Katz, Jeff Mitz, Mila Frankie Goldstein, and Mitchell Silverman.
Mazal Tov and Yom Holedet Sameach to all our Song Shul members celebrating birthdays this coming week. And to all our Song Shul members commemorating Yortzeit for your loved ones, may the neshamot of your loved ones have an aliyah at this time. And may you have Chaim Aruchim, long life. And we all say, Amen. So here we are. We're just 1 week away from Shabbat Shirah, that special Shabbat of song. So be sure to sign up for the Song Shul's weekly e-blast to get informed about next week's services. You don't want to miss the Toronto Festival Singers any week, let alone Shabbat Shirah. So sign up now at songshul.com/newsletter and we'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.